This is Suspenders Unbuttoned, a podcast where friends talk with friends about TV, movies, and books.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Suspenders Unbuttoned podcast. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Julie, and we're excited to welcome Erin Cahill to the podcast.
Hi.
Welcome, Erin.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here. Hold on, I'm raising my seat.
Perfect.
I was on a different device, so I was lower before. Hi.
Hello. Welcome. We're excited to have you here and excited to have you in a spring movie. Just fun.
Thank you, me too. And thank you, me too.
Super fun to have a spring movie. We've been really pleased with how the spring movies have been rolling out. So this is fun. April's full of a bunch of great movies.
It's so the lineup looks so awesome. They all look like such great, individually great stories, and also such a great celebration of spring. I'm thrilled to be there.
Yeah.
Yes, the two Erins are headlining Spring into Love.
Thanks, ladies. I know.
So
I actually have to text her. Anyway.
Yeah, the other Erin.
Yeah.
There's more than one Erin.
There is. But this is exciting because we've met you in person before. So it's fun to finally have you on the podcast. So thanks again for being here. And why don't you tell us a little bit about Hearts in the Game? I think that's the new name.
Yes, because it was called
Spin
something.
Cycle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, thank you. I know I was so excited when I met you girls. I was like, let's do it. I'd love to. And then it's been, life has been happening. So
yeah.
I'm happy to finally be here with you ladies. So yay. Hi. Hi. Hearts in the Game, formerly known as the Spin Cycle.
Yeah, it's still on IMDb as the Spin Cycle, so don't be confused, people.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, no, it's still there. So
I like them both. They're both great titles. They're both great titles. Hearts in the Game it's a beautiful. It's it's very Hallmark in its romance and its heart. I know that they don't say this much anymore, but where love lives is I'll always say that about Hallmark because it is where love lives to me. But what I love about this movie is that it deals with some real issues, and there are a couple of things. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but it really gets into some personal issues for specifically Marco Grazzini's character. And it's kind of what we've all been going through when you're dealing with loss and challenge, and how they manifest and show itself in your personal life and your work and your image, your self-image. And so it's really beautiful. So it has real grounded, profound moments that are so beautiful to talk about, but also fun, adorable, silliness happens also. So I'm really, really thrilled.
We love to see some of those deeper moments that are starting to come into the storyline a little bit more, give it more range. We're enjoying those stories coming that way.
I'm so glad to hear that, because that's where I love to tell. I love comedy, and I love been on sitcoms, and I love it. But I this is and I think it's just where I'm at in life too. I'm when I meet people, I'm hi, nice to meet you. How are you? So it's a combination of both.
Well, and I just think life's a journey, and I think it's Hallmark has been putting these movies out a long time, and so we've seen a lot of that movie. I think people are enjoying a lot of the changes and the depth, and not exactly the same for the storytelling. It makes me think what's going to happen in this one? That's
different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited for you guys to see, because like I said, it's true to what the Hallmark audiences love in so many ways. And then there's some new conversations and new characters, and so I'm very, very excited about that.
So you play Hazel. So can you tell us a little bit about Hazel?
Hazel is, you guys. So I'm okay. Actually, I can sum it up best by saying she's a PR executive but for art. She's like, you know, sometimes in certain facets of the industry, you're like, what are people's motives? Hazel is all heart. She wants to spin the story the right way for people to be seen for who they are, who they really are, you know? And she and using the media in to for the real truth. I say that because she's like a business suit wearing, awesome, like always perfectly put together, the perfect jewelry, the perfect outfit, which is very funny because like this is the example I was going to say. So you guys, my husband always goes, what did you dig in dirt today? Because I always have dirt under my nails, and I never have nails. I always have these short little grubby nails, and I look at it, I go, I don't know how, but because of Hazel, now I have nails, girls. Wait, there it is.
Look at them. I will be like not the nail person because
Yeah,
that's mine always broke.
I thought this is it. I'm going through my whole life like a grub urchin. And no, now because of Hazel, I've got nails, and these are actually mine. They're just covered. I never knew I could have them. So yeah, so that's the difference between me and Hazel, and but how she's also influenced this chapter of my life. So I'm excited.
I love that. So Hazel is this she's very focused, right? But then they always go astray. Like there's always something that's not quite right in their life, right?
Yeah, I think that's all of us, right? If we pour into one thing, then it's hard to have balance. I mean, life is surfing. You ride waves, and then you spend time searching for waves, and then you spend time falling in the water, and then you spend getting back up on the board, and you're never surfing the whole time.
Right.
So yeah, so I think that's what happens in life too. And if you spend too much time doing one thing, everything else gets out of whack, and you can't get back on the board. So my God, listen to all these surfing metaphors like I'm a surfer.
I like it. Surf.
I like it. You're a West Coast girl, right? Are you? No, you're not. You're in that.
Well, so I was made in New York, which is my corporation name, and then I grew up in Virginia.
Okay.
And now we live between LA and Nashville. But I lived in LA for more than I've lived in New York.
Right.
I'm kind of all over the place, but I did not grow up surfing. I
look at you with the surfing metaphors.
Well, I went surfing a couple times when I first moved to LA, and you guys, that's just a whole other story. It was neat to get back on a surfboard because I took a couple lessons from a friend, and anyway, we drifted up. I hit a rock wall. The board took me under, and I was bruised from head to toe, and I thought I was going to die. Whole thing. So no, I'm not experienced. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's a bucket list thing for me. I want to go surfing.
I'll pass.
After this, then that's a goal this summer. We have to all get on a board.
Yeah, there's not a lot of opportunities in Minnesota.
There are probably not a lot of opportunities in Minnesota, to be fair.
No, it's actually a destination surf spot, but only in November when the gales that sunk the Edmund Fitzgerald come through, and you have to cold water surf. So
no way. Really?
It is. It's like on if you're a real surfer, it's like things to check off. But no, I mean the news goes and covers it when it's happening. But real normal people don't go do it. That's how you die. That's not bucket list check. That's go to California and do the bucket list check.
Yeah. With warm water. Go to California in October when the water's warm. Yeah.
Is that when the water's warm?
I think so.
I'm like,
not traditional summer months.
Oh wait, Kimberly in the chat is dumb ways to die. It's our friend, dumb ways to die.
Oh wait, let me see if I touch that button. Wait, never mind.
You're on your phone, right?
Yes,
I'm not see the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to figure that out. But I don't think you can see it. Chad is saying, have Lacey teach you to surf.
Oh, I will do anything with Lacey. I love that woman.
Right, and she got to do that surfing movie.
Yeah.
With,
Groundswell.
Yeah.
Groundswell.
Yeah, she did Groundswell with Hector Rivera. we had him on. Okay, this is a total tangent. We had him on, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not really going to make any movies because I'm going to paint for a little while." This is what he says to us, right? And we talked
Right.
kind of a lot about it after he's on the podcast, and he's going to paint a really big painting. Okay, his painting was just unveiled as the Rita Moreno painting that Lin-Manuel Miranda had made, and
Right.
Hector painted it. I'm like, Hector, what?
Wow.
Just a little painting.
Just a little painting. It's like the size of a garage, and it's stunning. And it's like the Lifetime Achievement Award painting that was commissioned by Lynn for Rita Moreno. Like, no kidding. All right, that's my tangent.
I know.
I am so inspired by that.
Like,
That
I'm
is,
not working because we talked about surfing.
yeah. I said I love a tangent. I'm in.
We're completely.
Yeah.
That is why our
Completely
name is
tangent.
Unbuttoned. We're a little unbuttoned.
Yes.
That is.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah,
that
and
is
then we had like Lynn was share. Didn't he share like?
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I posted him and then Lynn
Yeah.
shared. So I'm like,
And we were like,
sure, we're just being
okay.
shared by Lynn. Okay.
Fangirl for Lynn.
Ah.
Yeah.
Love that. Fangirl over here too. He's so magnificent.
Right. You
Oh.
know. Right.
So
we're
talented.
always gonna fangirl over that.
But
Okay.
like I was sick last week. I'm not sick anymore, but I have this little bit of a cough. And I just finished something, and anyway, so I'm just gonna have a cough drop.
You do that.
And constant water.
I probably won't notice because these are things I don't notice because that's just like background noise to me. Coughing, beeping,
Right.
children crying.
I can block that out too, Julie.
Mom. We
I'm
were mom.
alone, by the way, today. This is like
Wait,
the first
what?
time.
You have your 3 kids?
Yeah. My husband took the kids out, and I am alone.
Wow.
Let's podcast all night now.
After we get off, are you gonna like have a glass of wine and kick your feet off? And
We regularly drink on this podcast.
I do, and I don't have one now, but yeah, probably.
what are we doing?
I don't know. We're doing that. We're not doing this right.
I
'Cause
love doing
We were just happy that I made it in
I
time. That
know.
was like the only goal was to make it.
Thank you so much for working with my schedule. Thank you. Because we've got my husband's birthdays this week. So some of our friends here in Nashville want to celebrate tonight. So after we're done, I'm gonna hop in an Uber, and which is why I was like, we can have a drink now.
Let's go.
Go ahead, get your drink.
Nashville. So
Okay.
Sarah and I, neither of us have ever been to Nashville. And that's
Bucket
like
list,
one of our
right?
goals is to get to Nashville sometime.
Okay, you gotta come. It is so awesome. It's so beautiful. It's so fun. The people are so kind-hearted. If you come, actually, like May and June are glorious.
Oh, yeah.
August is a little hot, but I don't mind the heat. So people are like, "Oh, don't come in August," and I'm like, "Yeah, come in August and spend out with me. I like it." But yeah, and then September and October are just heaven. It's heaven. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
just
both
have
want-
neither of us have been, and we are not in the same part of the country, and so it would be someplace to meet.
I know, Julie, you're in Minnesota. Sarah, where are you?
Rhode Island.
Oh, listen, no offense, Julie. I don't know much about Minnesota.
Yeah.
Sarah, I love Rhode Island. It's so beautiful.
Oh,
I've
you
never been there
have?
either.
Mhm.
Nobody knows Rhode Island. Oh, great.
I've only
Where'd
been
you
through
go?
it, like a couple days there when I was a kid, but I go through that area all the time driving.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It can be. It can be, yes.
It can be.
The coast is pretty, right? The coast is beautiful. We have some really beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
I mean,
there-
you can't complain because you can get everywhere within an hour, right? So
I was just saying, Catherine is in the Twin Cities too, and we're more than an hour apart. We're just in the same city. So,
Oh wow! So you guys don't even see each other.
oh no.
Sarah and I, or Catherine and I?
Catherine and you, even though you're.
Oh, we meet up sometimes at Casetta's to have really good food in St. Paul.
Yes, I love that. Casetta's should give you a free app for that.
Right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or some other fun, fancy places in St. Paul.
Yeah. Ooh, now I know. Okay.
So
Not
fun.
brain.
Yeah, we meet up there. Did we stop talking about the movie? I have more questions
did.
about the movie.
Also, when you girls come to Nashville, let me know. Okay, go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will. We will let you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Marco before? He's your co-star.
No. Cuperzini. I actually just finished an interview talking about him. What a lovely soul. He is so talented. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but like not hard on the eyes.
Were any of them hard on the eyes? Let's be
No.
honest.
I love my job.
Okay, but you're stunningly beautiful too,
Exactly.
and we've seen you in person. So,
Girls, thank you. That is very kind. You've always seen me with like hair and makeup. I'm so tempted to sometimes just like be like, this is how I wake up. But thank you. Yeah, he is such a doll. He is. I hit the jackpot. I'm so grateful, and I knew who he was. Funny enough, I am friends with Zibby, who's on Virgin River, who plays his love interest.
right,
Okay.
Triangle.
Yeah.
right.
So she was like, yeah, Marco's so great. And we were both like, it was just, it's so, the world is so small. So that was another beautiful part of working with him.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He
No, the whole Virgin River thing too, because I'm just going to say the fan crossover is big.
It's
So,
pretty big,
right. We can, people in our chat I know can talk Virgin River. Some of the names I see there for sure are like, we can all talk Virgin River too. So, right. You gotta love that crossover.
That show is such a juggernaut, not just in America, but internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got huge numbers.
Yeah.
Huge numbers. Right. Plus, then I was a big This Is Us person too. So then you have, Alex doing This Is Us besides. So that was like, all my people are.
So
Wait, who is on this? This Is Us?
The main, what's her name? Alex.
Oh, right. Yes.
She played Justin Hartley's ex-wife, then back to get like that. Are they together or not? She played Sophie.
Right. So the crossover for that is pretty big too.
It's huge. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, Erin, we have a question in the comments. Being based in Nashville, have you ever asked or done any music videos?
Funny. No. And now actually technically I'm based in LA and I'm in Nashville sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Clarify that. But yeah, oh my gosh. Funny enough, I did one music video. Oh no, what was the band? Oh my gosh, because I was like 21 or something, 22.
Oh, but super cool.
So fun. And it was in LA and it was filmed at this abandoned psychiatric ward. I couldn't make it up if I it was like and all of us were like, oh no, we're gonna have to like sage ourselves.
I'm Googling it right now.
Holy water and spray it all up on us after. It was like the wildest, like we were like, stuff happened here.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah. But that's the only music video. No, that's not true. I don't know why I just said that. I did a music video with my husband.
Well,
for one of his music videos a few years ago. He had this song in, did you guys remember the show Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
On Mark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had a song, and not only did he have a song in it, but he played the song on camera. And then the song ended up charting top 10 in all these countries.
Yeah.
And so we did a music video and it was me and him, and I was in my wedding dress.
Oh,
yeah.
Now we gotta look that up.
That's special.
It's super fun.
Still, and he's just so good, you guys. It's such a beautiful song.
Love
We'll
that.
definitely need to look that up. Maybe we can link it, Julie.
Right.
Remind me to link it.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure everybody wants to see it. Yeah. If they haven't already.
Guys, I might have to take you through my house and get our puppy. I could see her.
Go get the puppy. Go get the puppy.
My office, and I could see her. She was in the backyard, and now I can't see her.
Oh, go get your puppy.
Yeah, we'll wait.
We don't care. Take us on.
Maybe I'll get a drink while I'm up.
Oh, do it.
No, it's not quite 5 o'clock yet, and I do have like a
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's
5
o'clock. Hey, it's 5:30 where you girls are. So
it's only
it is. It's like
it's only 4:56 here. So
it's oh, is it? I thought we were on the same. time. Oh, wait, Julie, you and I are on the same time, but Sarah.
Sarah.
So, we're at 6:00 now. So go ahead and have a drink. No judgment.
It's getting later by the second. I found her.
Good.
What's your puppy's name?
Crumpet. Where is she?
Oh my gosh. Hi, Crumpet.
She's so little. I don't know if you girls could see her. She's just this little Crumpet. What are you doing? Oh, and she found a worm and she's rolling in it.
Okay, perfect. That'll be perfect. That's why she's so quiet.
Oh, yeah, because she's like, I hit the jackpot. And if I'm quiet, she won't notice that I
have a worm.
That I have a worm. I love that. By the way, girls, I love that I just with you that I just took you to go look for my dog. Like this is one of the most fun interviews I've ever done. I absolutely love that.
Well, good.
This is the way ours go.
My dog barking, right? And but
your
she's
dog
quiet.
barking.
Yeah.
See, that's how we go. We have gone to check on or had puppies on by multiple people. You are not even the first one.
Cats, dogs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That makes me so happy.
Kids.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
We get bombed by, like we're totally game for that. The neighbor's dog, Andrew Walker, was out in his backyard babysitting the neighbor's dog plus his kid.
Right.
Oh, Andrew Walker.
Yeah, I know, he's lovely.
Oh, and talk about a tangent. There we go. I was trying to figure out this because it's backwards for me. So I'm like, I have known Andrew for, hold on. Hold on. Gosh. Ooh. Easily 15 years. 16 years? We worked together. We did a pilot in Berlin for European TV.
What?
And we've never done a Hallmark movie.
Okay.
Together for like 100. I've known him and his wife for 100 years.
Right.
I'm barking, trying to get my dog's attention.
You're fine.
That's amazing.
You did a pilot. It didn't get picked up.
In Berlin. You guys.
Hey.
You want to come say hi? Here. This is the troublemaker that was.
Oh my gosh, you are adorable, Crumpet.
Oh, hi, Crumpet.
Oh, you are a good girl. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
It's just like a worm.
Worm kisses are the best.
Oh. I put my face right in it.
Yeah, Ruby Monroe and Terry Ingram's puppy has been on twice. So.
Yeah, and their cat. Yeah,
and their cat too.
Well, I'm glad that
I like it now. I think it should be like a requirement. Bring your pet.
Bring your pets or whatever. Once again, we're just unbuttoned.
Yeah, I love it.
It's perfect. Okay, so that's crazy that you're in Berlin doing a pilot.
I mean, and when I got the show, I was like, gosh, I hope it doesn't. This is like I was in my like 20s, and I was like, yeah, I was young still, so I thought I knew what I wanted.
Yep.
So I was like, I hope this doesn't go. I don't want to relocate to Berlin. What would that even look like? And then like a couple weeks in, I was like, oh, okay. So season 2, I'm gonna buy a flat in that building, and fell in love with Berlin. It's such an amazing time. It was me, Andrew, a British guy and a French girl were the 4 leads.
Okay.
To this day, I haven't talked to the Brit in a while, but I mean, Andrew and Cass, his wife Cass, are like still 2 dear friends of mine. The French girl has become my sister. I officiated her wedding. She's
gosh.
Art. So like that project changed my life, but we didn't get picked up, and I was heartbroken.
Oh.
But just the people you connect with along the way. It's always like it's the journey, right? That fills your life up and brings people in that you didn't know you needed, right? That's
Perfectly put. I didn't know I needed these humans in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Alexia Barrier, if you get a chance, look her up. She is such a magnificent human and talent, and like Andrew. I mean, what is this life? And Lee Goldberg was the writer who wrote. Yes, you know who he is? He wrote the Mystery 101 books.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So when because he books, and then optioned it for series. When it happened, he said, Hallmark, I love Andrew Walker and Erin Cahill, but I hadn't worked with Hallmark. I didn't work with Hallmark until years and years later through another avenue. So anyway, what a small world, right? How random.
That's crazy. There's a call in the chat for an Andrew and Erin movie now. Like,
listen, thank you. I agree.
Yeah.
People keep asking me, who do you want to work with? I'm
I
like,
can't believe you haven't yet.
I can't.
Come on. Right?
I'm ready.
It would be so
I
much
feel like
fun.
everybody's been in a movie with Andrew, right? Like, it's kind of like a standard.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. He's just making his own.
Right? Well, you know, because he's been a regular, although also on completely other different shows. I actually kind of love that. Like, what else did you do? So speaking of what else did you do, holy buckets, your like acting book is like, as I'm digging through, it's like forever deep, and it just has like so many things in it that I love. Classic Hallmarks, like some of my favorite Hallmark movies. You had a Christmas movie this last year, the Ryan Pavey one, the time traveling one.
Yeah,
because I loved your costuming in that. You were like working a little like it's supposed to be like immersion tour or whatever, and that one was super fun. But then there's always the Pink Power Ranger, right? 40 episodes, 40.
Which Julie did not know that you were the Pink Power Ranger until
at first.
Yeah, until recently. Yeah.
It's I just like all my Ranger fans that are here and are on. Hi, I love you. You guys, it still blows my mind that 20 years later something in my throat. Like I said, I had a cold. That I would still have this incredible fan base. I mean, talk about life-changing. That job changed my life. We still text all the time. We're on this group text, my season, like red, pink, yellow, blue, and green.
Yeah.
Text all the time. Vernon Wells, who was our bad guy, but I don't know if you know who Vernon Wells is. He was in Mad Max. He was in he was in Weird Science. He was in, I mean, all these, that's too. But he was our bad guy in our season of Time Force. Him and his wife and I still keep in touch all the time. My husband and I build schools. That's a whole other topic. That's our passion. Yes. That's my, like, but Vernon and his wife came and built a couple schools with us. Like,
amazing.
So to talk about like family, and I haven't had a family like that since Power Rangers until Hallmark. And so to find that again, years later is like the most beautiful. Yeah. So like to all and I love my crossover fans.
Right.
Been watched me in Time Force probably when they were a kid, and now they're full-on adults, and they're like, I watched you as a kid. I'm like, ah.
Okay, I'll tell you my crossover moment. We met at Rama Drama last June in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we're standing by like the main doors where they came in, over by where Dara's table was. Our stuff was stashed underneath there, and a couple in their 30s had walked in ahead of us, and we're kind of walking behind, and you were kind of like, we're going by your table, and all of a sudden the guy goes, wait, is that the Pink Power Ranger? Literally there with his wife, and I just am like, yes, it is.
Yes. It's so great, and like I never know. It's so funny because I get one of four things. I get either people know me from Power Rangers, or they know me from Hallmark, or from How I Met Your Mother, or people just think they know me. So they're like, hey, did you go to school with my cousin? and my husband's always like, you made it, And I'm like,
they can't like place you, but they totally know who you are.
but I actually love it, and always makes my day. And I always just go, oh no, I get that a lot. I have one of those faces. I think like I'm, I always just say that, but I'm always like, thank you,
because they've seen you before. They just can't quite put it together, right?
And it's usually after like I've either just had a movie air or I've just had like an episode of something rerun. It's all really funny. You can
like clockwork.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna mute you really quick because my dog is in the back corner of the yard, and she's small, and our yard goes pretty deep, and she's just raising hell at something. And she's behind the shed, so I can't see her. I'm like, what are you doing back there, you tiny creature? I'm sure she's fine.
So cute.
You can go get her.
Stop being such
Oh,
a
yeah.
mom. She's fine.
It's your job to be a dog mom, right? Go get her.
It's also like the little ones, everything. You know what it is? I have PTSD from when we first got her. She was 2 pounds. And so at this point, 3, and we had her in a friend's backyard, and she was chewing on figs, but she wasn't eating them. She would just chew it and spit it out.
Right.
So okay, she's fine. Did not know. If you Google it, 50% of websites will say poisonous, 50% won't. But we didn't know, especially for like a tiny 3-pound little creature.
Right.
Anyway, she almost died. Like,
Oh,
emergency vet. It was like a whole thing. So now I have such massive PTSD.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything is harmful for my baby. Actually, oh my, yeah, I know what it is. Sorry. Hi.
It's like every day is a magical mystery tour.
Yeah.
We have to answer those questions where I work all the time. What did they chew on, and how poisonous is it? So
That's what they were like. We called the vet and we were like, she's throwing up so much. She was like, how, this little holding it in my hand,
Yeah.
like one hand throwing up in the other. And I was like, oh God. And they were like, what? And we were like, no, she hasn't eaten anything. I mean, she was chewing on figs, but they were like, get her to the hospital immediately. I was like, what?
yeah.
Oh. That's such a mom thing too, by the way. Like, she was throwing up in my hand. Cats,
100%.
dogs, humans, it doesn't matter what kind of mom you are. You're
Totally.
catching their puke.
I mean, stuff that like beforehand you might have thought was gross, and whatever. You just get used to all of it.
Yeah.
Just
You're like,
roll with it.
oh yeah.
No, just roll. I can roll with anything. So
Girl, I bet you can.
yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
We've seen it all. So she was 3 pounds when the puppy was that small.
Oh, we got her. She was 2 pounds. She was just. So her name is Crumpet. Again, she's brown. She looks like a little crumpet. But also, crumpets are the first thing I got my husband. One of the first things. He's British.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, okay, you're British. So when I got like crumpets and lager and like.
Did he laugh at you?
Oh yeah.
Good, perfect. That's how you knew it was going to be okay.
And he was on tour when we first fell in love. So we fell in love like over email. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's so sweet. But he came to my place and I had all these like British things, but also like little presents I had been collecting for a few months. And I was like, if he can handle this, he's my person. And then he was like, oh, thank God. He pulled out a bag with all these individually wrapped presents.
And that's when you knew.
Have you written this movie yet?
I was going to say, so once again, welcome to our podcast where we start full movies on based on what we're talking about. So this is called, what is the name of this movie? It's called A Little Something for You.
Excuse me. Got that down.
Let's pitch it.
Oh,
And it's going to be so cute. They're like not together and they'll be like voice messaging and then they're getting each other little things. It's going to be adorable.
Little trinkets.
We actually have talked about how have we not done our movie because it is genuinely, write that down, girls. It's very cute how we fell in love. And then like it was so movie moment. I showed up at the airport with like, he had told me he liked red nails. So I've got my nails done. And then the first time he said, I love you. He said we had not been alone in a room. We met one time in a group of people and we talked to a group of like 8 people. That was it. Like we'd never been on a date.
Oh, this is so cute.
Smelled. Like smell is a big deal for me.
Right.
He had told him. So he said, I love you over FaceTime because we had all these hours of FaceTime and emails and like totally in love over 3 months. I panicked and I was like, okay, bye. I was fully madly in love with him. I told him, so I felt so bad. I hung up and immediately texted him. I was like, I obviously feel the same way. I'm so sorry. I panicked. And he goes, and he was like, no, it's fine. I said olive juice. He's hysterical. And so we started sending each other the martini emojis because it's the only olive emoji. And then he started saying, I love you more than donuts. And then somehow red balloons got incorporated. So I showed up at the airport with a jar of olives with a balloon, a red balloon with a donut that looks just like the emoji. And Like, anyway, it was so.
Wait, this movie's writing itself.
It is. It's already written. Yeah. It's perfect.
This is like, let's pitch. How do we get this going? Come on. This is adorable.
Oh,
He's a musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a sucker for live music, so I'm just like I'm, we'd be done.
Oh, Julie, you would lose your mind. He's so amazing. He's amazing.
That's it. We'll go. That's when we'll go out. Tell us when
him.
he's having a show, and that's when we'll go. Yeah.
Thank you. He's got a new album coming out later this year, so it's being mixed right now.
Like amazing. Yeah, because Sarah and I have actually only seen each other twice, and
one of them I was there for.
Yes,
that was our first time meeting. Yeah,
we met in real life.
No, I love. I love it.
It was fun.
Technology.
It was one of those things where we met, and I was like, "Oh wait, we've never met before, like in real life."
But it just didn't feel like it because
hours on doing podcasts together.
You fell in love and weren't in the same room. We certainly felt like
exactly. That's why I'm like, you get it. It's fall in love with the person,
Right. When my husband and I were not dating yet, but liked each other, we would email, and it was back when it was dial-up. AOL. So like you had to wait and then check your inbox to see if you sent an email. Yeah.
Also, you don't look old enough to say that sentence, but
no, we're like the same age. I think I might even be older than you.
Okay, listen, you vampire.
Never ages, right?
Seriously.
I'm like, when were you two sending each other emails when you were in 3rd grade or 5th grade or 7th grade?
In 1999.
I remember the dial-up. I remember sound. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Come on, the movie You Got Mail. It's like real life, man. It's engraved in your head, right?
Oh, that movie. Oh,
that's a great movie.
Yeah.
When she's sick and Tom Hanks comes, like I love a good bedside sitting scene.
I will watch
that one to the movie, a bedside sitting scene. To our movie that we're pitching.
Yeah. Add a bed scene, yeah.
I mean, we got married. So there was, we worked that out.
No, I like the bedside scene for illness.
Oh.
Like in You Got Mail.
A sick bed scene is what Julie's saying. Although they are starting to have some bedroom scenes.
Yeah, they are on Hallmark. Right? There was come on. There's been
because rom-com.
Right. Come on, rom-com. Bring it back. Right. We're like, finally.
Yes.
Right?
I'm thrilled. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. We're also thrilled. Everyone's thrilled.
Totally.
Yeah.
For a variety of reasons, right?
Yeah. Same.
They're starting to be a little bit more real life, I feel like. And not just so perfect.
Which I so love. Because I think Cards in the Game, I mean, I'm so fortunate that I can even say, I think it's going to be my 8th movie with Hallmark. So that is so many with one network. But also, when you look at the Andrew Walkers and the Nikki DeLoaches and the Lacey's and the Autumns, that's, and the Allie Sweeney's, I could go on and on. It's still very, very, very new family, which I love. And I'm so grateful. They've embraced me so much. I love this. I love being part of this family so much. But it's so interesting because I feel like I did a few that were the more traditional and I had a wonderful time. I loved it. But this kind of storytelling, you guys, this is I came from drama. I came from I cried and died for 15 years, So I love the depth and that's our movie has a lot of that. I'm so excited for you guys to see. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think.
Oh,
yeah.
We're excited to watch. I mean, it's also kind of fun to see some different movies coming out. Where was your movie shot?
Vancouver.
Okay, fine. And when
And
did you shoot it?
this is a what? Basketball, right? No,
Baseball.
baseball. I'm like, I know it's a sport. Yeah. Okay, so a baseball movie.
Sports ball.
So
Yeah,
yeah, sports ball.
some kind of ball.
How I am too. I had to go to batting practice for, you'll see why. Turns out I should have been playing baseball this whole time. I really got a couple.
Yes.
Did you? I maybe played ball right through college. So
Did you?
Yeah,
Of course you did.
you know that though.
That's right. I forgot. I feel like Julie's done everything.
Oh,
I played a lot of ball in my life. I've played a lot of ball in my life. So
yes, Julie.
yeah.
So we're gonna get to see you swinging a bat.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, I don't want to ruin anything. I might have just blown something. So
No.
you'll see Marco. Marco had to go to real training because he plays a pitcher. So
Right.
you see him playing a little bit, but his pitching, oh, you guys, he really learned how. It was awesome.
Yeah. And did he play some ball before? Like, had he played ball as a kid or?
I think he said he hadn't played he must have played as a kid. He was
Right.
So that was really cool. He really threw himself in. So impressed.
So
And he got all the little movements.
Yeah. You got to get the pitch set up and the stretch and the timing and the release, the follow through.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, there's like a lot of pieces. Otherwise, it doesn't look right.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So I bet he had to go to the pitching coach.
Yeah, and he did. I mean, he embraced it. He did so.
Good for him.
Dude, that looks awesome.
Plus, pitching's fun.
I mean, anything like where you throw stuff, hit stuff.
Yeah.
How cool is that, right? That's awesome.
Right? No.
it is.
Yeah.
Have either of you done the axe throwing yet?
Yes.
That's fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
Now, here in Nashville, they serve you alcohol.
Yes.
Yes. Same here.
Same here.
Yeah, same here.
I did it, and I was like, "This is crazy." I was like, "This is crazy. Why is it
It's a bar. It's a bar and an
The
axe.
more you drink, the better you throw, right?
You gotta listen up. Let her go. Let her go.
Yeah, that's true. Because by the end, I got a couple bullseyes, and I was like,
Yeah. Because you gotta be loose. You can't be tight when you're throwing.
"So true." More you can throw.
I mean, they're so dull.
No, well, listen there. Axe throwing is great. Same in New York City. Alcohol always involved.
Yeah.
Thanks to Al. You know what? I haven't been to New York either. It's one of these days.
Oh, you
I think I've been to the East Coast,
Wow, you
I'm
gotta
just-
come out.
right? We go south, or I don't know, because
I mean, you were just in Florida.
Yes, I was just in Florida for spring training to go watch baseball games.
I had a girlfriend. It was her birthday, and her family took her.
Yeah. We would
Fun.
go watch the Twins and Toronto Blue Jays play. Yeah, no, it was awesome. Right? Yeah. See,
Right.
baseball. That's a good theme for me. That's a good movie choice for me.
But
Well-
yeah.
Julie, we did it.
Yeah, this one's for you, Julie.
Something like that.
Great. So,
go-
Erin, while we're still kind of talking about the movie, are there any little Easter eggs that you can throw out for us that we can all watch for?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. Things to look out for.
one scene to watch for.
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you, there were a couple because we were in Vancouver in February, like
Mhm.
March. Whew,
Cold.
it was cold.
Yeah.
So there were a couple scenes, and I just wonder if you guys can. There are a couple scenes where our breath, I'm like, did they take that away digitally? Because we're just like, whoa.
Right.
So I just wonder, and there are a couple scenes that look like a warm, sunny day that we are freezing. So I wonder if you guys will be able to discern which ones are which.
Mm.
Because and then there's one scene at night at the baseball field. I think you'll know which one that is because I think there's only one scene at night at the baseball. There's like two. We were so cold, and then after we finished the scene, they called cut, and we literally, Marco and I both like, we were like, doing the scene or whatever. They called cut. And we're like, ah! We ran to this like warm up band they had, because the crew looked like they were in the Arctic. You know, they had like
Yeah.
heat gear and we're like in clothing. So it was hysterical. So I wonder if you guys can see that when
we'll watch for like little shivers.
Yeah.
We'll be playing Ed Sheeran in the background, shivers.
Yeah.
We'll
like
watch.
the chat because I like to like say hi to people when they but hi to everybody on the chat.
Yeah. Noelle is here. We see Noelle.
Hi, honey. Noelle from Rama Drama, who I met at Rama Drama.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Angie too. Angie Lemon. She's like Joe Lando perfected the Axtro. Sheila, she was there too. Chad.
Chad with
Kimberly Sanka.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Kimberly.
yeah. Hi, everybody.
There's an Amy. There's some Facebook user of unknown names. It's
Mike, we don't know who that is right now.
yeah. Sometimes it's Sandra.
I love
Sometimes it's Gabriel, sometimes Sandra.
Yeah. Sometimes
No, we don't know who the Facebook user is. So
is.
drop your name, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Dara is here, dear Hallmark.
Dara, I just saw Dara today.
Oh, we love her.
Dara, I changed. I didn't do red lipstick, but I'm still gonna do it for you. But I did darker.
You look great. She looks amazing, right?
Dara.
Sometimes it's Sandra on Facebook. We know that. It's like sometimes it's Sandra. She was also at Rama Drama.
Yeah.
We met so many amazing people at Rama Drama. Like those fan events are so much fun.
So much fun. And it's just so wonderful to be able to connect with our fans and
Yeah.
hear the stories of how the movies have affected you guys and what you liked and who you want to see us work with. And also just to meet you. And because we're all a community, whether you're a fan or in the movies, we're all part of this community. And so I just am, I love meeting everybody. I mean, that's how I got to meet you girls and how I got to meet Dara. That's it's wonderful.
We had never been to a fan event before. And so that was just like so much fun to be there. And, you get to meet everybody that you see in the movies and things like that. But then all the people, we like made so many friends while we were there. It was amazing, right?
Isn't that incredible?
Right. Like at this point, I want to go so I can see all my friends that we made.
Yeah, I need another event so my friends can be there.
And that's how we feel too as actors. We're like, we want to go see all our friends.
Yeah.
Same.
So you did Rama Drama this past summer, and then you were recently at like a Power Ranger event. So tell us a little bit about that, and then tell us how are they different or the same? Like meeting the two different groups of fans.
I think it's similar in that it's all fans and it's all people who want to meet you, because they've seen you on screen so much. And it's for me, it's different though, because like you said, like 40 episodes of Power Rangers and 20 years ago, like to have these fans for so long. So my Ranger fans are a little different because they feel like they know me in a different way because they've spent so much time with me. But also no, that's true of our Hallmark fans too, because I'm so lucky now to be able to have done a number of movies, like I said, and to they play. So it's very similar, but it is different because in the Power Ranger world, there's a lot of cosplay, which is like dressing.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like a nerd. I love Star Wars. Yeah. I'm a nerd. So I like to, if I have time, sometimes my lines can be, cause I don't, anyway. So depending on my lines of Power Ranger ones, I like to like try and go around, and I have, in LA, we have these like Star Wars coasters. I got it at a convention once. And then I have like a Star Wars backpack and like I just love that kind of stuff. So I'm like at them too.
Right. I think the Power Rangers, a lot of those fans were children when they started watching you. And they are, as you said, full grown adults. And they're just still like, it's like, for just like the bulk of their life, they're like, you are the pink Power Ranger, right?
It's so, whereas now I'll like, and it's, it's interesting too, because it's a lot of, in Hallmark, it's like people that are like, Ryan Paley's so hot and you worked with my crush. But I do meet a lot of like Power Ranger fans who are like, oh, you were my crush, which is so lovely. But it is a different it's a different, you know.
A little different dynamic.
Right.
Yes, totally.
Right.
And the
Right.
hunks mark, man. That's a
Well,
real
you know what the best part is that they're all just so sweet
Right.
like
in real life. Like we've never been disappointed meeting
Anybody.
or personally or on the podcast like this. We just are blown away at how lovely everybody is. It's like Hallmark has found the most beautiful people that inside and out and like put them together. Right, Julie? Do you agree
Right.
with me?
Every time we
Yeah.
get off, we're always like, and they were lovely. Like
Yeah.
that's
You're my
literally
favorite,
us
yeah.
every time.
Aw, I love that. And it's true. That's why we're such a family. We are
Right.
such a family. Like I love going to Hallmark parties and events because I can't wait to meet all the other actors. And that's the other magical thing. There's no competition. We all root for each other so much. Like I watch my friends' movies on there and I have, I've been doing this 20 years. So I have friends who are on shows, whatever. And I'm like, you don't get to, it's really special. And it's because hired with heart. Like I can't say enough. If you guys watch movies and you think you're going to like the Hallmark in particular, you're probably right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We love that. And, we got to do a red carpet in December at Ramadrama in December. And that was so much fun. And every time we see the Hallmark events, we're always like, oh, I'd love to be there for the event because they look so amazing.
Guys, they're so fun.
They look amazing. We'll come cover. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
For free. No.
Yeah.
we'll leave our little world.
Oh, so funny.
Sarah
So
can
do you
leave her
get a
closet.
lot of Pink Power Ranger cosplay in your line?
I do.
Or do you just have all the
Love
guys
that.
coming?
I do. I mean, guys and girls dress up as me, which is like, because my character was the first female leader of the Power Rangers, so it was, or the first few, yeah. So it's like it's so. You guys, I have some fans with a number of fans with my helmet, which is like, so each helmet is different, so it's like me character anyway. And then I have one fan that's got my lips and signature tattooed, another fan that has my signature. You guys, when they asked, I was like, what? Are you sure? No, are you sure? Like, are you positive? And they said yes. And like, so,
Wow.
Ariana and I love you. Sorry, my dog just went bolting across the backyard again. And Cassie, my Cassie girl, she's got not just my helmet and but like one of my quotes and like one of my quotes from my husband's song. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so it's like,
I love a super fan.
these fans, they become friendly.
Yeah. Because they support whatever you do too. Like they're just like in this positive, like, right? Yeah, I love that. I love that the heart behind that. That's beautiful, actually. Right?
So I say it all the time. I'm like, I always say, I don't know what I did in a past lifetime if I saved nuns from a burning bus or something to get the people I have in my life this lifetime around. I'm just like, I'm constantly touching wood. I'm constantly like so grateful and touching wood to the point where a couple years ago, one of my best friends for my birthday gave me a piece of wood to carry in my purse.
Just so you can keep.
I'll be in a room and I'll be like, where's wood? Where's wood?
Yeah.
Right. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a spectacular gift. Spectacular.
Yeah. So good.
So fun.
Oh, that is hysterical.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh,
no,
no.
go ahead.
What were you going to ask me?
No, I was going to change the subject. So go ahead.
Oh, that was it. You go.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you could have any role in any old movie or series, what would it be?
Oh, can I answer both? Okay, so my forever go-to movie and role was Penny Lane in Almost Famous, and I think that still holds true. I just think that was such an awesome movie, such an awesome. But also, like, I think it'd be so fun to do. What would have been a fun one? Something like, honestly, like an action, like Wonder Woman, but I did action. I did Power Rangers. I have to think about the series one.
I want to, like, I love an action drama. So I So I always say I like boy books and boy shows, right? Like
Yeah.
right. And so action. I love the action thing, but I love a good drama and I love a lot of depth. So let's go with an action drama.
Julie? Yes.
Let's make it happen.
So there. I'm for real. I'm so there. I love that's so funny. There's something anyway.
No, like an action drama. Sometimes you kind of get that a little bit like in some of these like the things like I'm trying to think now, like Born Identity, like an action drama, right?
Green. But like I think it'd be super fun to be Jason Bourne.
So good. Those movies were so good.
Oh, what's the one Jessica Chastain did recently where it was like female not the Seven. Not the Seven.
I miss it.
If you got it's like an action
Googling where's Dr. Google when I need him.
Definitely look it up. Everybody here, look it up. It is so good.
Usually somebody comes through pretty fast.
I know. I'm checking the comments. I don't see any. I think Catherine's Googling. I can see her looking down. Or she is now.
Somebody save us. What to watch?
So, before we go, what is your next adventure?
I mean, like for the podcast?
Yeah, or just like, oh yeah, sure. Like but I meant like in life. Like, are you guys taking a trip, or do your kids have something cool coming up in school, or are you working on a really fun project of your own? Like, I don't know, charity or whatever. What's your adventure? What's lighting you up?
Okay. So charities, we roll out. So as a side, we roll out charity things all the time through social media. It's something we've done. It's been very much part of where we came from. Yeah. We didn't start in podcasts. We came out of a fan page. So we started on a fan page, and you may have been tagged in that fan page previously, or currently, or today. I don't think I tagged you today. So we came out of a fan page, and we're doing lives, and came out of there. But we do charities with every movie that comes out of that. So whenever there's a new movie, we do a charity piece as part of that. So most people know we run Kevin McGarry's like on social media fan page, right?
You guys, I don't know how I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? That's how we came out of that. So
I didn't know.
For the Wedding Veil Expectations, we did a charity. So that was out of Boston, right? So we did a women's and children's shelter program in Boston area. That was our charity for that one.
Yeah. And then we just did another one, Backpack Buddies.
Yep. So
we
did Backpack Buddies, and that was for how do we end up
birthday?
For Kevin's birthday. So Backpack Buddies does fills kids, low income kids backpacks with food so that they have food on non-school days. And that was based out of Vancouver. That's a fantastic charity, and they were wonderful to work with. So we're always like rolling out a new charity depending on what the things are. So that's very much.
We both have a big heart for that, I think.
Yeah. And then we have merchandise through that too, and that is currently tell them who that's.
So all of any merch that we sell, all funds, which is minimal, we don't make much off this, but they go to Doman International, which is a international nonprofit for families and kids with special needs. So I use the program with my son, so it's very special to me. But they just do such wonderful work. So so that's kind of what we like to do to give back, because we've been having so much fun on both sites, really, and they both started by an accident, really. So that's our little way of giving back. But
that's wonderful. Thank you. Next time we talk, because I know we're wrapping up. Next time we talk, we'll talk all about charity, because my husband and I are super passionate about our schools.
Yeah.
So this is the deal. Tell us about your we always do like these weird games, but I want you to tell us about this, because this sounds amazing to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I know, because I have to get going. So I want to see it. And I'm sorry, I do. It's just I'm like,
it's fine.
Birthday.
Yeah.
So, so we work with this organization called Build On, and they're a piece of my heart. Like they're. I got so fortunate to start volunteering with Power Rangers because the Power Rangers worked with Make a Wish.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got really,
What time?
and I kind of bounced around and would volunteer. You know, I started my dear friend Kendra Castleberry she approached me about starting an organization in LA called Charitable Living, and we did that for years. And we would do fundraisers for different organizations. So we've worked with many organizations. But when Build On came to my life, actually, do you guys know Travis Van Winkle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah. He introduced me to Build On right when my husband and I were falling my first school with Build On on Travis's team.
Okay.
And just fallen in love. And I was so gutted he wasn't there. Although as a woman too, I also love that I went on a team of almost strangers. And I love that I had that experience for myself. But when I came back, I was like, oh, it was just so impactful. And my husband was like, let's do a school. And I had talked about it so much with our friends that our friends were like, they were like, we so many people wanted to be part that we ended up having to expand to 3 schools, which was
Amazing.
The best. And then we just finished our 4th one in Guatemala. So they work with kids in after school programs here in America, and they focus on the most in need communities in the world, because they're kind of their mission statement is to combat global poverty from the base root of education. Because if you educate a community, it's not just poverty, but it's overpopulation, and it's a vast array of things fall under just a basic education. So it's anyway, you could just look them up. You could see how much of the penny goes to, like, how much of their dollar, pennies on the dollar go to the charity. It's so high. It's every question you would have about it. It just, they're like, oh, well, here's why that. No, we actually, that's not how we roll. And this is how we do it. I can't find, years and years of working with them. They're bulletproof to my heart. So we did a school in Malawi, school in Nepal. Then my favorite school, we sent 10 kids from the Bronx to build a school in Malawi.
Wow.
Okay.
So we didn't go with them. We've never met these kids. The organization that they had to these kids had to work for months to earn it. They went for weeks. Anyway, it was super cool. And then we just did a 4th school in Guatemala in January. And then we're doing another school in Senegal. Time TBD, but I just started the fundraising page. So as soon as things, calm down, we'll start focusing on fundraising for that.
So you have a fundraising page for that?
We do. We just started it. We don't even have our team set yet.
Okay. Do you have a link for it yet?
We do, but I think it's like, I don't know if there's any money on it yet.
Okay. I'm just saying we can maybe put the link up though.
Yeah.
So
I would love that. I'll email you girls the link.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
That would be fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And we can re-put that link up, because I know that in the past you have talked about when you're going to places, we can repost the link again too.
I would be so grateful.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. Actually, it very much fits with things that fill our hearts up, right? So this you nailed it.
Yeah, and all of the money goes to the school. Of us who are volunteering, we get ourselves there. We pay for all of our things. We're on no tax in the community. Anything we don't. Anyway, it's so responsible. We don't come in and give them all these things and do all these things. Right. No, we partner with them. We are partnering to build the school. It's I can talk about it forever.
Love that. We love it. I love that.
Me too. Okay, hang on with us 1 second. We're just going to end the live and say goodbye.
Let's quick say when her movie is. Okay.
Oh, yes, say quick. I just know she has to go.
Yeah, Erin's movie, end of the month, April 29th, Hallmark, 8/7 Central. Hang on for a second. We'll say goodbye.
Okay,
thank you, everybody.
Bye.